Hello everyone, I Kishori Reena welcome you all to this session. Today we will read a story, The Fun They Had, written by Isaac Asimov. Before starting with the chapter, I would like to give you a brief introduction about the story. This story is set in future when, as the author says, there will be no schools, no books. The students will study in e-classroom through e-text. Students, this story will make you love your school life and you will feel fortunate enough to get a chance to go to real school, study together and have fun with your friends. Here, Margie, who is the protagonist of the story, is fascinated enough to know about the fun the past children had. Now here students, you see the title, The Fun They Had. Here they refers to the past children who used to go to real school. Now, first of all, we will see about the author. Yes, born on January 2nd, 1920 in Petrovichi, Russia, Isaac Asimov immigrated with his family to the United States and became a biochemistry professor while pursuing writing. He published his first novel, Pebble in the Sky, in 1950, an immensely prolific author who penned nearly 500 books. He published influential sci-fi works like I, Robot and the Foundation trilogy, as well as books in a variety of other genres. Asimov died in New York City on 6th April 1992. Now, we will come to the story. First, see the structure of the story. This story is divided into three parts. Part 1, that is para 1, and it is the background of the story. Part 2, that is from para 2 to para 9. It's the body of the story where there is a conversation between the two main characters, Tommy and Margie. And the third part is para 10, which is a conclusion of the story. Now come to the text. Margie even wrote about it that night in her diary on the page headed 17 May 2157. She wrote, "Today Tommy found a real book." Here the story begins with Margie, a 11 years old girl who used to write a diary. And on 17th May, she wrote, "Today Tommy found a real book." It was a very old book. Margie's grandfather once said that when he was a little boy, his grandfather told him that there was a time when all stories were printed on paper. So then when Margie saw the book in her brother's hand, she was reminded of her great-grandfather. When he was a little boy, he used to go to real school, and that time the stories were printed on paper. They turned the pages. Here they refers to Margie and Tommy. They turned the pages which were yellow and crinkly, and it was awfully funny to read words that stood still instead of moving the way they were supposed to on a screen, you know. And then when they turned back to the page before, it had the same words on it that it had had when they read it for the first time. So both Tommy and Margie, they were surprised to see the old real book, and they started turning the pages of the book. The pages of the book were yellow, as it was very old, and crust also. Crinkly means full of lines or folds. And they found it very funny that the words on the page, which were printed on the page, they were not moving like the screen. And they also amazed to see that the pages had the same words when they read it for the first time. Gee, said Tommy, what a waste. When you are through with the book, you just throw it away. I guess our television screen must have had millions of books on it, and it's good for plenty more. I wouldn't throw it away. So Tommy also shows his dislike for the book, and he said, Gee, I think this book is a waste. When you are through with the book, if once you will read the book, it becomes useless. It is of no need. And you need to throw this book away. But this doesn't happen with television screen. Television screen stores millions and millions of books. And still, if you need more books, you will find there and you can read there. So, Tony said, I would not throw it away. Here it refers to the, I would not throw it away. Here it refers to the mechanical teacher, the television screen. Same with mine, said Margie. She was 11 and hadn't seen as many telebooks as Tony had. He was 13. So Margie also agreed with her brother and she said, yes, I also think so. Margie was 11 years old and Tommy was 13 years old. She said, where did you find it? In my house, he pointed without looking because he was busy reading in the attic. Now, Margie inquired about the book. Where did he find the book? Then he said, in the attic. Attic is a storehouse at the rooftop. What's it's about? School. Then Margie again inquired, what is written in the school? What is written in the book? Then Tommy said, it is about school. Margie was scornful. Scornful means contemptuous, to dislike anything. School? What's there to write about school? I hate school. So when Margie heard the word school, she did not like it and she thought that what's there to write about school? Why anyone would write about the school? Because she hated school. Margie always hated school, but now she hated it more than ever. The mechanical teacher had been giving her test after test in geography, and she had been doing worse and worse until her mother had shaken her head sorrowfully and sent for the county inspector. Margie hated her school, though she hated her earlier also, but nowadays she started hating it more. The mechanical, because the machine, the mechanical teacher, her teacher, had been giving her test after test in geography, and continuously her performance was going down. Finally, her mother called the county inspector to see the problem. He was a round little man with a red face and a whole box of tools with dials and wires. Now, county inspector was a bit fat little man and he had a red face. He came with a box of tools with dials and wires. He smiled at Margie and gave her an apple, then took the teacher apart. So the county inspector, when he heard about Margie's performance, he gave an apple to Margie and he took the teacher apart. Margie had hoped he would not know how to put it together again, but he knew how all right, and after an hour or so, there it was again, large and black and ugly, with a big screen on which all the lessons were shown and the questions were asked. So, when the county inspector opened the mechanical teacher, Margie wished that the county inspector would not be able to rectify it very soon, and he would take some days to rectify it. But the county inspector was an expert. Within an hour, he rectified the mechanical teacher of Margie, and it was brought again in front of Margie with a large, black, and ugly screen where all the lessons were shown and questions were asked. That wasn't so bad. The part Margie hated most was the slot, where she had to put homework and test papers. She always had to write them out in a punch code they made her learn when she was 6 years old, and the mechanical teacher calculated the marks in no time. So Margie hated the part, the area, the most where Margie has to insert her homework. She hated that part or that slot the most. She always had to write them, and she had to write her answers in a punch code. Punch code is a computer language. So, which she was made to learn when she was 6 years old. So she had to write her answers in a punch code, and the mechanical teacher calculated her marks in nobody seconds. The inspector had smiled after he was finished. Now, when he completed his work, the inspector smiled and patted Margie's head. He said to her mother, "It's not the little girl's fault, Mrs. Jones. I think the geography sector was geared a little too quick. Those things happen sometimes. I have slowed it up to an average 10-year level. Actually, the overall pattern of her progress is quite satisfactory." And he patted Margie's head again. So the inspector rectified the mechanical teacher, and he smiled and patted Margie's head. He said to her mother that it's not the problem with the girl, with Margie, but the problem is with her teacher, because it was adjusted a little too quick, above than Margie's mental level. So what he did, he slowed it up, or he slowed the mechanical teacher up to an average 10-year level, means up to the level of Margie. Actually, the overall pattern, Margie's progress was quite satisfactory. And he again patted Margie's head. Margie was disappointed. Margie was not happy to see the teacher again. She had been hoping that they would take the teacher away altogether. They had once taken Tommy's teacher away for nearly a month because the history sector had blanked out completely. To see the teacher in front of her again within an hour, she was unhappy because she wished that the county inspector would take at least a month, because once when the history sector of the mechanical teacher was blanked out, then the county inspector took 1 month. So this time she was also wishing that it would take, the county inspector would take at least 1 month to rectify it. So she said to Tommy, why would anyone write about school? So again she asked, what's there in the school that anyone would write about school? Tommy looked at her with very superior eyes. Because it's not our kind of school, stupid. This is the old kind of school that they had hundreds and hundreds of years ago. Then Tommy said that it's not their kind of school. It's an old kind of school. It's an old school when or which the hundred which was existed hundred of years ago. He added loftily, pronouncing the word carefully, centuries ago. Margie was hurt. Margie did not like this. She felt hurt. Well, I don't know what kind of school they had all that time ago. She read the book over his shoulder for a while and then said, anyway, they had a teacher. So Margie did not like this and she read the book because she wanted to know about the old school. She read the book for a while over her brother's shoulder and then said, anyway, the old school also had a teacher. Sure, they had a teacher, but it wasn't a regular teacher. It was a man. Then Tommy said, so the old school, the past children also had teacher, but their teacher was a man. Their teacher was not like us, like a regular teacher, but it was a man teacher. A man? How could a man be a teacher? Well, he just told the boys and girls things and gave them homework and asked them questions. Then Tommy assured her sister, he said, yes, well, they had a man teacher. And what man teacher did, he told all the students things and gave them homework and asked them questions also. A man isn't smart enough. Then again, Margie asked, I think the man would not be smart enough like a machine, like a mechanical teacher. Sure he is. My father knows as much as my teacher. He knows almost as much. I betcha. Betcha means I bet you. Then he said, yes, I can bet you that man teacher also knows as much as our teacher, mechanical teacher. And then he compared his father with his teacher. And he said that our father knows as much as our teacher. Margie wasn't prepared to dispute that. Now, Margie was not ready to argue anymore. She said, I wouldn't want a strange man, strange means unknown, a strange man in my house to teach me. Tommy screamed with laughter. Then, when Margie said that she wouldn't want a strange man to teach her in her house, Tommy started laughing. He said, you don't know much, Margie. The teachers didn't live in the house. They had a special building and all the kids went there. Then he said, you don't know much about the old school. That time, the teachers didn't live in the house, but they had a special building which is called a school and all the children used to go there. And all the kids learned the same thing. Sure, if they were of the same age. But my mother says a teacher has to be adjusted to fit the mind of each boy and girl it teaches and that each kid has to be taught differently. Then again Margie says that, but our mother says that the teacher has to be adjusted, has to be fixed to the mental level of each child. And that each kid or each child should be taught differently, individually. Just the same, they didn't do it that way then. If you don't like it, you don't have to read the book. Then Tommy got upset. He said, okay, as you wish, if you don't like the book, if you don't want to read it, you don't need to read it. I didn't say I didn't like it. Margie said quickly. She wanted to read about those funny schools. And though Margie was very much eager to read about those old funny schools. They weren't even half finished when Margie's mother called. Margie, school? Margie looked up. Not yet, Mama. So as they half finished the book, Margie's mother called her to attend the school, though she was not willing to go there. But as it was the time for the school, so she had to go. Now, said Mrs. Jones, and it's probably time for Tommy too. So Margie's mother said, yes, you have to go to attend your school, and it's time for Tommy too. Margie said to Tommy, can I read the book some more with you after school? Then she expressed her desire to read the book again with him after the school. Maybe, he said nonchalantly, without showing much interest. He said, yes, you may be. He walked away, whistling the dusty old book tucked beneath his arm. And he said, yes, you may read. And he walked away, keeping his book under his arm. Margie went into the schoolroom. It was right next to her bedroom. And the mechanical teacher was on and waiting for her. It was always on at the same time every day except Saturday and Sunday, because her mother said little girls learn better if they learned at regular hours. So Margie went to attend her school, which was located just next to her bedroom, and the mechanical teacher was on waiting for her. Margie used to study at the fixed time every day except Saturday and Sunday. The screen was lit up and it said, today's arithmetic lesson is on the addition of proper fractions. Please insert yesterday's homework in the proper slot. And as Margie started attending her class, the screen was on, and it was displaying today's arithmetic lesson on the addition of proper fractions. And it also asked Margie to insert yesterday's homework in the slot. Margie did so with a sigh. Margie took deep breath and she inserted her homework, and she was thinking that her life has also become boring and mechanical, like a mechanical teacher. She was thinking about the old schools they had when her grandfather's grandfather was a little boy. All the kids from the whole neighborhood came, laughing and shouting in the schoolyard, sitting together in the schoolroom, going home together at the end of the day. They learned the same thing so they could help one another with the homework and talk about it. So Margie inserted her homework with a deep breath, but still she was thinking about the fun which the past children had when her great-grandfather was a little boy, when all the kids from the whole neighborhood came laughing and shouting, sitting together in the schoolroom and going home together at the end of the day. And the teachers were people. And not only this, in those schools, the teachers also used to be a man. The mechanical teacher was flashing on the screen. When we add fractions 1 by 2 and 1 by 4 is equal to. Margie was thinking about how the kids must have loved it in the old days. She was thinking about the fun they had. So the mechanical teacher was displaying the addition of fractions 1 by 2 and 1 by 4 is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 is equal to. Margie did not pay attention to it, and she kept on thinking about the fun which the past children had. Now, children, I would like to summarize the story in brief. The story opens with Margie writing in her diary about an old book that Tommy had found. Margie was reminded of her grandfather, who had once talked about his grandfather who went to an actual school where the students were taught by human teacher. However, Margie and Tommy lived in the future world in the year 2157, where education was completely computerized. They did not go to school. Instead, they had a special study room where a computer taught them. Means they had a mechanical teacher. The computer teacher was programmed and adjusted according to the needs of each child. Means it was adjusted according to the mental level of the child. Now and then, the computer teacher developed faults which were rectified by a county inspector. And sometimes when the computer teacher develops some faults, it is rectified by the county inspector. But Tommy and Margie wondered at the book found by Tommy in his attic. They were surprised at it as they read books on the screen of their computer teacher. And they were surprised to see this book because they used to write their lessons They used to read their lessons, their chapter on the computer screen. Margie felt that the computer teacher was boring. She disliked the mechanical teaching and learning. She also wondered how much fun it would be studying in a real school. According to her, studying in a fun way with other children, and that too from a human teacher, is the best option for better learning. So, students, with this, we will come to an end of the session. Hope you would have understood. Thank you.